I missed first week, but I'm not missing this week. We have the Division One Cup finals that happened today, and we have Shxrk and T3eny managed to win the whole thing, who could possibly be the best duo on the region, and honestly in the entire world. I'm gonna go over the EU Division One leaderboard. Go over so many new teams. Then I'm gonna talk about NA and talk about why Clicks and Higgs did not even play today. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. First place in the Division One Cash Cup, we have Shxrk and T3eny. Now they managed to get 3 out of 6 game wins today, and I'm not gonna lie, T3eny was putting up an absolute masterclass of a performance, and it all came out to the very last game where they pretty much had to live just a little bit longer up against Thomas HD. I'm gonna talk about them in a little bit, and they did that. They absolutely did that, and Shxrk also is primed up today. We're getting 15 total elims, which is the most out of any other individual player, and Shxrk is on an absolutely heroic rise. He literally got the world record points in the Nvidia Cup, and now he's gotten the most individual elims. Him and T3eny also got the second most elims, gained 27. So absolutely insane stuff from Shxrk and T3eny. You're gonna expect them to do insane in the future. Second place, which you could probably guess what I said earlier, is Focus and Thomas HD. Now, this is honestly a surprising team that I expected. I did not predict these guys to finish inside the top 2, and they surprised me, getting the most eliminations with 28 total eliminations. And going into the last game, they were 60 points behind, so they were planning on trying to like hunt down Shxrk and T3eny, but they failed in that, and they both Focus and Thomas HD tied for the second most eliminations individually. So the chemistry is there for this deal. So really surprising from Focus and Thomas HD. In third place, we actually have a team that I never really heard of Truly and Zynox. And this team was like in a margin of like 4 different teams around them. So I wasn't really expecting them to do that well, but they definitely surprised me today. And fun fact, Truly actually placed 8th place in the solo series finals. So yeah, very apparently good duo. 4th place we have Today Giraz. 5th place we have Pizovsky. 6th place we actually had Sky and Scroll, which you do kind of have to feel bad for because they were the team that won last week, and then this week they placed 3rd and could potentially have a chance to literally win not win. Shxrk and T3eny were like 150 points ahead of them, but they could have eventually got a 2nd, and they were actually at 3rd place going into their last game, and they did not do that. They did not get the points that they needed. They only got a 2 elimination 13, so very unfortunate for them. In 7th place we had Cringe and Velo, who actually now split up, and mainly due to them arguing a lot and not having good vibes in general. However, I felt like this was a really good performance by them, so who knows, maybe they might stick together. 8th place we have Swissy and Pixie, who actually were conned by Skyjump and Jew. Swissy Pixie managed to get the better of the spawn fight. 9th place we had Asa and Podesai, and then 10th place we had X-Ray and Chris. Talking about some big name teams that didn't really do so well was Yapko and Panzer. Now this team actually won opens, so this was a very big disappointment, and I feel like ever since they formed, they kind of really been really disappointing. So very unfortunate. They were caught and they were getting the worst zone luck you could possibly ever imagine. This team was uncon, but however they were having the worst zone pulls they could possibly ever imagine for someone landing at painted palms. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of slack, but at the same time they need to start getting their stuff together. 20th place we have a similar situation with Fico and Malabuka, getting terrible zone pools, and honestly this team has been really on a slump as of late. I'm not really sure what's going on, so hopefully Vigo and Malabuka could get their stuff together. 21st place we have Chep and Flixie, who were conned by Momsy and Sieto. However, this is where absolute cinema begins, because Chop and Flixie were actually going up against Momsy and Sieto in a first to 10 win by 2 spawn fight, and the final score was 12-10. So that means Chap and Flixie are potentially going to be on con throughout the rest of this chapter. 31st place and 32nd place we have iDrop and Marius and Kami and Hari, who were conning each other. So the spawn fight didn't really go that well, as you could probably guess. Actually, I think they were trying to split a few games, but it didn't really work in their favor. Kami did finish 7th last week, so kind of disappointing performance from Kami. 37th place we had Queasy and Mustache, who had the similar situation to Panther and Vico with terrible zone pulls. So hopefully they can manage to get their stuff together. This is also a brand new team. If you guys haven't heard, Queasy and Rex have now split up. So we're just gonna see how this is gonna go. In 43rd place we had Chino and Pablo, who actually were triple conned out their job, so very unfortunate stuff from them. Now before we move over to NA, I want to talk about some brand new teams that are happening on EU right now. And starting off, we actually have a brand new team of Vanya and Wox. Now they unfortunately didn't manage to qualify for the first Div Cup that they played together, which is honestly starting to get worrying for Vanya. I'm not really sure if this is because of the new surge changes, but I'm really hoping that they can figure some stuff out. Next up we have Mongrel and potentially Turtle. For you guys that don't know, Mongrel and Mr. Savage have now split up now, and it's honestly gonna be interesting to see how Mongrel and Turtle, they are an official duo for Reload. However, I'm not sure how this is going to translate to Battle Royale, even if they're going to play for Battle Royale. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And say if they could go for Rezon and Mr. Savage, who apparently from Rezon, he said they're playing together for Battle Royale only. So we're just going to have to wait and see if that comes out being true. Alright, now time for NA. And I'm not gonna lie, this was a lot closer of a leaderboard than I thought it was gonna be. Despite, even though, if you guys haven't heard already, Click said he wasn't gonna play in this tournament because he has like a basketball event with Higgs, and he's dropping a new product with Lacey, so he's all the way in NA right now, just handling with that. So on first place on NA, we have Josh and Iyamzo getting 3 out of 6 game wins, and it all came down to the very final game because they were actually only ahead by a few points of Acorn, Peterbot, and Cold's team, and they managed to come out on top with the 11 elim win. So very good stuff from Josh and Iyamzo. Also a very crazy couple of nights for them, because if you guys don't know, Josh was actually playing to drop Iyamzo, maybe because he was like boring to play with or something, but it all came out to be a troll at the end of the day. In second place, like I said earlier, was Acorn Bolts. Very good performance by them. They did disappoint us last week, only getting 6th place, which wasn't even that bad, but I did predict them to win last week. Didn't predict them to win this week. I actually predicted them to finish 3rd overall. They actually got 2nd. 3rd place we have Pierpont and Pollo getting the best performance of what feels like the last couple of months. And the main reason why they haven't been playing as much, as you guys could probably guess, due to the new surge changes. So it looks like Pierpont and Pollo are slowly adapting to it, and it was their best performance in quite a while. In 4th place we have Cold and Vino, who were in the contention of winning, but like I said, they died early, and Josh and Yams managed to win the game, so there's not really any way for Cold and Vino. 5th place we have Aoxy and Jojo Fishy. 6th place we have Golden and Ozone. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's just me, but I have seen no one been talking about this team, and they have been a very, very underrated team when it comes to Div Cups. So shout out to Golden and Ozone. 7th place we have Agers or Ritual, who actually were added very late, because before the Division 1 Cup started, they were actually in 51st place in the Opens. So they originally weren't supposed to play in the finals, but they actually managed to get Cheer banned before the tournament. So they did get added to the drop map very late, which didn't mean that they were content, but 7th place Wildcon isn't too bad. 8th place we have another disappointing performance from Rapid and Canada. So I'm not really sure what happened to them. So this could potentially lead to another splitting again. So very unfortunate, but hopefully they can stay together and work some stuff out. In 9th place we have Shadow and Curve, and in 10th place we have Muzz and Curly, who I'm gonna talk about more later. going over the rest of the leaderboard, we had 13th place of Cooper and Sphinx, who actually have had a team inner switch with Cooper and not Cooper, Muzz and Curly, because the new teams now are Cooper and Curly and Muzz and Sphinx. Now, it makes sense for both of them. They did play FNCS Global Championship with each other, so it makes sense why they want to split up. 14th place we have Reet and Kingling. Now you gotta feel bad for Reet because they were actually looking so hot, winning the first game, getting like a 6 elimination 6, but after that they literally died off spawn every single game due to them being conned. So very unfortunate. 21st place we have Booga and Craze, who are no longer a duo because Craze actually dropped Booga for Curve. Very unfortunate. Good to see. Could be interesting to see who Booga plays with. 24th place we have Visuals and Braze. 33rd we have Dozier and Eshu, who actually placed top 5 last week, so very unfortunate for them this week. 40th place, despite getting triple con, was Bucky and Zen, who actually got the benefit of that spawn fight. 44th place we have Rise and Threads, who were getting absolutely ridiculous zone plays. And that's pretty much it for everyone in the top 10. And like I said earlier, Clicks and Higgs both could play because Click is dropping a product with Lacey and they're having a basketball event. So yeah, very interesting leaderboard that we have here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.